life is Roblox.
Careful about this.
And also the branches and stuff, there might be little electrical wires. So you gotta kind of careful. Would you consider this like a rocky beach?
Huh?
Like a rocky beach? Would you consider this like a rocky beach almost?
Yeah, kind of. I'm going to do one more panel. I'm going to do it with these trees in here. Okay, just be careful.
There's a radio tower across the river. You see that radio tower across?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Wow. You want to just stand back?
You just like zoom into the video.
Okay, I'm
see it.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more.
Yo, that branch looks like a foot.
Oh, it does.
That branch
too.
looks like a foot.
Yeah, it does.
Like it looks like a severed foot.
Yes. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do a panel. Just stand back.
It's kind of
for just
creepy.
a second. I'm gonna do a big one, all the way this way.
All right.
Okay, I'll be right with you.
Bro, this looks like Death Valley out here. They get like 60-degree weather sometimes. Spain broke that record though. It had like 63-degree weather. I'm pretty sure a few thousand years ago, Agro India, the Agro Desert. So, the Agro Desert, so around Agro where the Taj Mahal is, a few thousand years ago, they had like 71-degree weather, year weather, which is insane. If you calculate that to Fahrenheit, that's like 150 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty insane, and that's probably what it looked like. The ground cracking because it's so hot. Every 100 years, the thing gets hotter, and yeah. Just like me. What? Anyway, this is the area I call this the Canard River.
Is that the Gordie Howe Bridge over there?
Is what?
That tower? Grandpa's wondering if that's the bridge. Instead of a tower, is it a bridge? Is that the Gordie Howe Bridge, the one that you thought was a tower?
No. It's bigger than the Gordie Howe. No, it's not bigger than the Gordie Howe Bridge. It just looks bigger from here. It's that one across.
He says it's probably a radio tower? Yeah.
The Gordie Howe Bridge would appear smaller from here, Grandpa. The Gordie Howe Bridge would look way more tiny, Grandma. It's probably visible, but it's more. The American site is finished, and the Canadian site is also pretty much finished. It's 240 meters now. They lied about it being 220. It's 20 meters taller than expected. Almost a tip tower taller than expected. It's 10 times taller than the tip tower. Bro, that's insane. And the Renaissance Center, it's only 9 times taller. The Gordie Howe Bridge, it's 10 times taller. All right, so the area, back to what I was talking about, Death Valley is getting hotter and hotter each year, just like me. What? Yes, I know. What? Anyway, this is what Death Valley looks like, and it's, I don't know. Is that a brick? Is this a brick? Dude. That looks like a pretty steel brick. Let me just kind of smash this thing on it. Oh my god, it's indestructible. This stick I just took out of the ground. And it looks like someone's had a metal propellant inside their eyes. That thing that looked like a severed foot, think I just found an entire severed leg. Nah, it's not actually just a twig or a branch that looks like a severed. Grandma, remember that thing that looked like a severed foot?
Yeah.
Well, now I found one that looks like an entire severed leg.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, this?
Yeah, right here.
Yikes.
I'm finding these bricks everywhere.
Yeah, you know what? I think there was a building here. I think there was probably a house here at one time.
Wait.
And then they had to tear it down.
And then these are the leftover bricks that have been
Yeah.
decomposing.
Yeah, and all those cement blocks over there.
It looks like the building is very old.
Yeah. Yeah. it
Look at
probably
this.
was.
This brick is entire, and it's from a building that was in Canard, and I guess it was like abandoned for some reason. It said, okay, so it says it was a height of 307 meters tall, but in 1953 it had to get demolished because who knows why. And these are the leftover bricks. They're just decomposing. This brick right here was the most sensitive to decomposing stuff, and yeah, I guess it dug a hole like under the ground. That was very, I don't know. But we're gonna go back to the car now. We're gonna take a 3-hour journey back to my house in Giles, Redolia. Or Pine Redolia, wherever we're going. I think Pine Redolia. We're gonna go back there. This time we're going by car, not by river car. Like on those places. This is highway 7, I think, and it goes by Canard, Redolia, and we're gonna take like a 3-hour drive back home. So we still have a while to go. This was pretty cool. I'm understanding why there's so many things. We're going back in the car now, but I just wanted to say that all the people that are wondering, this is on the channel, and it is by Ostland, and I think the building is over here, and it's now abandoned. Actually, let me check it out one more time. I'm driving my car back. Actually, we're taking turns, but for now, I think I'm driving the car back home, I think, for the rest of the journey now. The 3-hour journey back home. But Jesus, there is a lot of bricks over here, like stones. This brick is completely decomposed. Remember, these are all like 70 years old. If they're from 1953, they're 70 years old now. So these bricks have been decaying. I think they are in the cosmos now. And I don't know what this is. It's probably some sort of decomposing structure or something that has been part of the building. But I don't know. This is known as the Canard Desert in Canard, Redolia. This used to be, I'm pretty sure, an entire city. Now the area where the buildings have been taken over. I think it used to be like a small metropolis back in the 40s, but in the early 50s, it was just demolished. The entire city was demolished, and no, it wasn't by a meteor like you guys might think. If you can believe it or not, it was from the Mitchell Army that took it down. Actually, it was originally Japan that took down a couple cities, actually, a couple other towns, just at the suburbs of the city. It used to be called Canard. It still is, but it's not a big city like it was before. So we're now going a little bit further. You can see that tall buildings and stuff were demolished, and there's so many bricks now. And because it was so tall, it's pretty much scattered around the entire city. And some areas where the buildings used to be are now just plain highways, forests and stuff, jungles, taken over by trees, plants. So this city is like pretty well gone. It's pretty well abandoned. There are still some remnants. It's now considered pretty much a village now. There is still a city.
Eli, look at these roots here.
Yes,
They look like carrots, but they're roots.
Oh yeah, But I'm pretty sure, we're by the Canard Lake right now, the Canard River or whatever. It's super big. It's like 10 kilometers. But Canard is super big too. It's like the shape of a donut almost, or a Cheerio. If you can see it, there is like still a couple towers that were built recently in Canard. They aren't like that. That's just a couple skyscrapers like across. Here, all there is trees, highways, and other stuff. And those skyscrapers are mainly used for communication. They're more communication towers. They do have a height of about 200 to 300 meters. But they're only communication towers, pretty much. They don't see much purpose. But what I'm trying to explain here is they also are pretty crazy. And I'm pretty sure this right here used to be where the nuclear towers used to be. Those used to be nuclear towers back there in the construction and nuclear area of the city. And now those are abandoned as well. They were hit by, I think, a nuke. A nuke hit them. Rodolia gets nukes a lot. They nuke a lot of other countries a lot. Rodolia is one of those countries that likes revenge. They're the third most strongest country in terms of warrior. In terms of army, they're the third strongest in the world. They have the third strongest military in the world, Rodolia does. They're still not first. That's why they get nuked a lot. This is a uranium bucket. I don't think it's radioactive anymore unless you touch it. Then you might get sick for a couple months. But it's not that radioactive anymore, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty much gone. You'll still get sick if you touch it, but it's not like if you go anywhere. It's not like if you're within 200-meter range, you'll probably get sick. It's not that radioactive anymore. It's pretty much not lethal. The place here is pretty dirty, the area. This used to be a city. It's struck by a nuke. Actually, the nuke spread. The nuke was a level 33. And it was actually the 7th biggest nuke before the first at 43, which was actually the 2nd biggest in the world. And that was to Mitchell. This was also the only nuke that was spread to nowhere to something else than Mitchell or Queen Victoria. If you felt this, you can also share this to a friend. There's a lot of bugs here, as you can hear in the background. There's like this, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like a cricket or something. But yeah, the nuke completely destroyed the city, and now it's just pretty much wildlife, except for across. But that damage did to the entire city. I think it did damage to 33 kilometers damage. And the entire city itself is about 30 kilometers. So, I mean, there is probably some parts of, okay, yes, Canard has still 3 old houses, but it's pretty much known as the abandoned city. The houses in city, in other like downtown, you might see, is buildings that have been recreated after the nuke. The most recent building is made in 2020, and that was only by like a house or a mansion or something that was built at that time. So I don't know, but there's other things that you could see, and if you know that this building is pretty crazy, but there is other places that you might want to know. My channel was created in April of 2021 when I talked about the nuke at around that time. There was a lot of controversy about that. I think back then they talked about different things that could happen in the future, maybe things that might happen when the nuke eventually spreads. People do bring jet skis around the river still, as you can see right there. But imagine that this used to be full of skyscrapers and everything. And now it's pretty well abandoned. And the only really tall towers are across the lake where the city is. It's one of the biggest cities in Redolia. It's about 30 kilometers in size. Usually cities in Redolia only span from a few hundred meters to a few kilometers. But this one is because they have pretty small cities. Christian, on the other hand, has really big cities, ranging from 30 to 50 and maybe even 100 kilometers. But guys, this is only the part where you only see something for the first time. When you hear about something, I know the start of the video was kind of just a landscape but that was kind of what we thought was the intro. But it lasted quite a few minutes. When the area is enough, I know and Grandma, and guys, Grandma, come here. These, I believe, are maybe old train tracks.
Oh.
Grandma, in Canard.
Tracks, yeah.
In Canard, like these were probably where old trains were, and then the nuke stopped them, and this was probably the turning area. This was just the mark, of course, but
Very interesting.
but it's crazy.
The things that you can see.
And these trains,
Like this, eh?
yeah, it's probably old train marks from when it was in. I mean, we're going back to Pine Redolia. So that's basically the purpose of Redolian life. It's Redolian life, life in Redolia. So of course we're gonna go to different areas of Redolia, and it doesn't matter any place. I can go on hours long drive. I'm gonna go back in my car now and drive, but I could go for drives literally like 7 hours long across Redolia, and then for that I can.
I went and touched it. It's pretty weird the way that's all been
Get that
twisted.
Oh, like from lightning or something.
I'm pretty sure, like,
that was a big wave.
I go all areas of Redolia.
That was a tornado.
Hold on. I go through all areas of Redolia. Like these are also train tracks maybe. But I go through all areas of Redolia. Literally can be 7-hour drives just to make videos about the area. And that's why I went on a 3-hour drive to Canard. Actually, it was more like a 4-hour drive because of traffic and stuff. Because I had to go through Sacramentville and Devonshire and stuff to get here. And I think I'm going to take that route back too. But I went on a 3-hour drive just to make this video, like usual, to Canard, and I'm going to take the 3-hour drive back to Pine Redolia. But guys, I hope this video was educational. And if you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this abandoned video, then make sure to like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.